Hello Internet, it's Dee. So last episode was an absolute eyeshadow palette mountain. I'm tired of that. I don't want to do that today. Instead, why don't we just use one palette? That's simple, right? Well, it's less that I have to try to juggle and keep from falling over, but at the same time, honestly, this palette kind of throws me for a loop. When I got the ColourPop Ooh La La palette, I just immediately knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. But opening up the Good Sport palette, I like what's happening here, but I don't know what to do with it. There's just nothing that quite jumps out at me as to what I want in the same way that the pink palette does. And I don't know if there's just more pans in here and so there's just more to work with that's more overwhelming, or if the color scheme isn't as comfortable for me. But nevertheless, I'm going to try to make a look out of this. Although unlike the Ooh La La palette, I'm not going to try to use every single color in here. That would just, I think, be way too overwhelming. Besides, this is a 12-pan palette. I don't think it's expecting you to use every color in it when you make a look. Where would you have room? I mean, I got quite a bit of eyelid skin to work with here, but there's still only so much space to go around. That said, just because I have kind of wanted to see if I can do this on camera, I am going to swatch each color on here for you so you can kind of see what they look like. I'm going to start on this row and work my way this way. So first we have Hooked, Licious, and Wild Out. Those are all shimmers. Next we have Trophies, High Hopes, and Hooky. Next we have EBB, Reckless, and Rookie. Ooh. That was interesting. Those three all felt really different on my fingers. The green shade was really creamy feeling, whereas that middle dark shade felt extremely almost sandy. Really weird. And finally we have Flow, Trooper, and Siesta. Ooh, that purple's really nice. So that's what the palette looks like with just a single finger swatch. No doctoring here. All in all, pretty pigmented. I think the only two that didn't come through too well were those two, which would be Trophies and Flow. But, sometimes they look different on the eye. Oh, where do I want to start? There's lots of different color families I could kind of blend together, but I don't want it to get just too overwhelming or washed out or muddy somehow. I'm going to start with High Hopes because it's the most neutral color in here and I can probably build anything off of it. Huh, okay, that's a little darker than I was anticipating. That's okay, though. This is a new brush I got. It came in my Ipsy bag, and so, I don't know. It's cute and sparkly, so I'm happy with it. Where's my brush cleaner? I left it in the bathroom, didn't I? Oh! If you're wondering what I use to clean my brushes off between colors, it's just a round stippling sponge. I just kind of go like that. And I have it sitting in a tin. And just periodically, once a week, I just wash it all out. Works really good. Found it on Amazon for pretty cheap, so. Good thing to have if you don't have a lot of brushes to just, switch to a clean one constantly. Oh, this is a really nice soft blending brush. Very, very light and fluffy. I ran out of my favorite ColourPop eyebrow pencil, so I've had to go use my backup which is a different brand, and it's a color I don't like as much because it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's way too red for my actual eyebrows. So yeah, I guess I should have bought two when I bought some. They didn't last very long. But the ColourPop color was the one that matched best I've ever tried, so probably gonna buy more. Okay, well that's a color down. What do I want to add to this? I want to try to use like most of the mattes that I want to use first, because you can always layer a shimmer over a matte, but you can't really layer a matte over a shimmer. With my smaller blending brush, I'm going to go into Hooky, and I'm going to concentrate this onto the lid more. There we go. This color is super pigmented. I have to start by just gently tapping it on so it doesn't just floof everywhere. Okay, that's two colors down. I'm going to take my thinnest blending brush and I'm going to go into Reckless, which I think is a fitting name because, boy, when I swatched them, that color was the one that was the most just... It was very pigmented, but it's also very, very dry and therefore likely to floof everywhere and not stick to itself. Okay, well, I might have put too much on my brush, but I'm gonna tap off excess and hope I don't get this everywhere. Just kind of focusing that in the crease and outer V. Ooh, yeah. Doesn't take much with that color. Will it blend? Huh. As it blends out, it's almost like you can see some hints of like darker maroony purple in there. Interesting. Now, can we repeat it on the other side? I found for whatever reason when it comes to matte eyeshadows, the darker the color, it seems that the more dry and chalky it becomes and the more like kickback you get, which is where you put your brush in, there's just a lot of powder everywhere. I feel like it just must be some sort of something to do with just the various molecular structures that make up these types of pigments, that just some can cling to each other more in the formula and some don't. Sometimes people speak negatively of eyeshadows that are too dry and have a lot of kickback, but honestly, as long as they get on your eye and have enough pigment and color when they get there, I don't really see that much of a problem with it. Just by the nature of various pigments, they're going to have different chemical factors that make them up, so it doesn't bother me that much. Okay, so we kind of wound up with a smoky, orangey maroon look. Guess that's what I'm working with. I am making this up as I go. I just sort of start with a vague color idea for this, and yeah, unlike the pink shades where I had a clear idea of what I wanted, this one I don't. I'm just seeing what happens. Since this shade actually turned out a little bit more purpley and maroon than I think it almost looked in the pan, I feel like I do want to try to incorporate more purple into this. I actually was thinking I wasn't even going to touch the purples today. Just kidding, change of plans. Taking the same brush I used on Reckless, I'm going to go into the lighter purple here, Flow. Well, I say lighter purple, it's still pretty dark, it's just, I don't know. It's less saturated. And I'm going to take that down here. Blending it down from the top and just kind of down about halfway. That guy definitely had some fallout, but that's okay. Sweep that off. By halfway, I meant like halfway here. Sometimes I start doing this and I don't know. I don't know what happens to words. Just be glad I'm not trying to explain this in person, because I'm the kind of person that when I go up to a drive-thru to order, I will immediately forget what the word hamburger is and desperately try to order a hamburger. It's very awkward. Well, I gotta hand it to this palette. The color scheme on the front is definitely coming across in my eye look so far. But what next? It's almost 80 degrees in this room and the heater turned on because my house is like 10 degrees different depending on where you are. So I like where this purple's going. I think I want to use this purple, Siesta. Doesn't that mean like nap? That is not like a fall asleep purple look to me. Oh wait, I just looked at it closer and it's Sista. I don't have my glasses on, okay? I'm going to take my angled tapered brush here. Well, that was annoying. Someone shut off without making any noise or alerting me in any way that it had stopped recording. Fortunately, I don't think you missed much. Oh, okay, where was I? So, taking the purple shade here, Sista, and taking that further into my lower lid. Give it a blend. Okay, that's 5 colors used. Should I just go for it and try to use every matte shade? Nah, I don't know where I'd incorporate the green. Honestly, this could work as it is. I just, there's so many beautiful sparkly shades in here. I feel I need to use at least 1 or 2. Okay, I have an idea. I had to think about it for a minute, that's all. I'm going to use Wild Out, and I think I'm going to use that as my highlight up here. Then I'm going to try Licious in the inner corners of my eye. Oh, that makes my nose itch. Ugh. Ooh. That's some sparkle. Kind of felt like I needed to bring it up a little bit just to help blend it in. And finally, I'm going to take Rookie and I'm just going to use my finger on it and put that kind of in the inner half here. Oh, it almost has like some little blue flecks in it. Alright, I think I'm going to stop messing with it and I'm going to call that our colors. I have purple eyeliner, but it's not the right shade of purple, I don't think. Might just stick with black. Black is a classic. I think I'm going to try to keep my eyeliner pretty thin. Keyword here, try. Close enough. If only I had a purpley pencil liner, but I don't have one of those. I think I'm just going to line my waterline then with a basic neutral shade. I wanted to bring my eyes out, but I didn't. I felt like white would be a little too contrasting to this. Ah, no! Damn you, left eye, and me having to cross my right hand over. Oh, I'll fix that in a minute when it dries. think I'm just gonna pair this with a warm-toned blush and some warm-toned highlighter. If I wanted to be dramatic, I could maybe pair this with a warm-toned purple lipstick. Don't know if that would... Let me just put a little on and see if I hate it or not. I think it could work, but this purple is just still a little bit too bright. Let's just try a shade close to my natural lip color. Maybe this just needs an orangey lip color. I don't really have any of those though. Okay, I'm gonna come back for the finished look once my camera is cooled back down. And this is our finished look. Honestly though, like, this was hard. This is definitely not my typical palette that I tend toward in my own fashion. So I really had to kind of think about it and just sort of wing it. I actually really like how it turned out. You know, which is credit to whoever put all these colors together in the palette. They knew what they were doing. But yeah, this one made me think. So let me know what you think of this look down in the comments below. I'm curious if you think I managed to pull off a palette that I really had no idea what to do with. Do all that like and share and subscribe stuff. I'm not going to start a countdown for you to hit the subscribe button. That's terrible. Why would anyone do that? And with that, I'm off to go edit ever more videos. And I will see you in the next one of those. Bye!